In this podcast, we'll be preparing for an interview that has a role for C Sharp and .NET interview. So this is basically for C hash object oriented programming, VB.NET, ASP.NET Core Web Development, SQL and EF Core, and understanding Dapper for database mapping, Vue.js for front end development. So the first question that I have over here is, what is an abstract class? So abstract class is basically a class for which you cannot create an instance. The class is created just so that it can be inherited. Here is another thing. If an abstract class has a method that has been marked abstract inside it, then any concrete class that inherits from the abstract class must provide an implementation for that method because the method is abstract. This is a compiler enforced contract. But consider another class which is an abstract class and it is having a concrete method, a method which is not abstract. Then a class that is inheriting from the abstract class need not provide its own implementation of that concrete method. The inherited class automatically gets the parent's implementation of the method and can use it as is. Next question is, how do you represent a child class inheriting a parent class? So basically what it is done is it mentions public class, the child class name, then there is the colon, and then there is the parent class name. So this is called as the colon syntax for the child to parent relationship. And because in the child class you might be creating a own implementation of an abstract method from the parent abstract class, in that case what you have to use as a keyword is you have to use the keyword of override. The override keyword in the child method tells the compiler that this particular method is specifically implementing the abstract method from the parent class. And when you call on the child class on the object, it executes the implementation of this method. Next question is, what is a constructor in C hash? So a constructor in C hash, it is a special method and it is called automatically when you are creating an object of a class or a struct. It initializes the object and it has the same name as the class name or the structure name, and it does not have any return type. So you need to remember, a constructor has the same name as the class name or struct name. It does not give any return. It does not have any return type, and it is automatically called when an object is created on the class. In C hash, you do not want the controller to create some of the methods by itself. So this is called as the concept of dependency injection. A simple definition of dependency injection or DI is that someone else creates your dependencies and hand them to you. So instead of a new order service, something outside your controller create that particular method and hands it to your controller, which is injecting it. And then controller just uses it. So that is called as the dependency injection. What happens when the controller does not use dependency injection and it can have access to creating a new instance? What happens? The controller creates the instance by itself. It is called as tight coupling, and we cannot easily swap one instance for another testing instance, for example. And if the instance changes the constructor, then the controller breaks. So basically controller knows too much about the instance internals.